Hi guys, thanks for rejoining me for the second part of my vlog on buying a car. So in the first video, discussed whether we should buy a new or a used car. If you haven't seen that video, click on the link and go back and have a quick view. It's just a short one, but it just gets to the point that we believe a used car is a better option than buying a used car. We lay out a few reasons, not all of them. We didn't go into it extensively. And again, it's my opinion. It's not a law or anything like that. So all you new car dealers out there, don't get too upset with me, all right? I'm just giving you my opinion. So we said a used car is a better option. And we said try to avoid taking out a car loan. It's better you save up for a few months for a car, if you can do that, than to take out a loan, because a car, as we said earlier, is a depreciating asset, so you won't gain anything from it over time while you'll be paying on the original value of the car. So we don't recommend that. Now for the second part, what I wanted to look at was what car should you buy? So you're buying a used car, but what used car? There are thousands of used cars out there, especially here in the UK. You have so much things to choose from. Now, again, don't sue me, but my recommendation would be to use the personal websites like Auto Trader, stuff like that. Yeah, you can go to the big lots. You know, there's some really good ones out there with a lot of cars, variety. Big Motoring World is one of them. Car Giant, for example. So you can use these guys, but remember that fancy showroom, somebody's got to pay for it. All of that staff, somebody's got to pay for it. All of those servicing and warranties and stuff that they give, somebody has to pay for it. Where it comes from? These guys are selling used cars. They're buying cars and reselling it. So they're going to have to put their markup on those cars in order for them to make a profit and pay their staff and maintain their facilities. Those fancy lights in those showroom burning 24 hours a day, they cost money. So those are some of the things you have to bear in mind when you are choosing from one of these main dealers. Now, they do offer you a large variety of cars in a small confined area, so you don't have to go driving 100 miles to go view a car or anything like that. You go there, you have quite a few cars to choose from. So there is that option that you're paying for. However, my recommendation is go to Auto Trader, buy directly from an owner and save yourself some money. Yeah, you might have to do a bit of traveling, but road trip. Who doesn't like a good road trip? Make it a road trip and go view that car. Now, when you get there, well, before we even get to that part, let's discuss this. What type of car do you buy? So earlier we said in the video one, if you haven't seen that, yes, recommending that you go back, have a look. So you're buying a used car. You're sort of denying yourself some of the benefits of a new car, that new car smell, etc. So you get to treat yourself a little bit. Remember in the first video we said that a used car, you're saving money. So use some of that savings and splurge on something really nice. So go for that fancy luxury brand that we couldn't probably afford new. Mercedes, BMWs, maybe a Jag. You know, those the Audi, you know, the really nice cars, even used. So splurge a little, and I like to tell people, go for the bells and whistles if you can. And one thing you get with the bells and whistles, normally the persons who buy cars with bells and whistles, and when you talk about bells and whistles, let me just clarify all the features. So you're talking about the top of the range models and not just an E-Class. You have an E-Class and then you have an E-Class Avant-Garde, or, you know, the Sport Edition with the fancy leather seats and the heated steering wheel and stuff. So bells and whistles mean it has more features. So the point I'm making is try to look for a car with the bells and whistles. And here's why. The person who buys that car new with bells and whistles likely has a bit more cha-ching in their pockets than the person who buys the basic model. They tend to use the main dealer for their servicing, and they sometimes tend to put less miles on their cars. So they're kinder to their cars. So when you're buying a used car, if you find one with bells and whistles, not a rule, And it's not always the case. There will always be exceptions to everything. But those cars tend to be in a little better condition than the basic models. All right. So that's my tip for this vlog. Buy a car with bells and whistles and splurge a little. Go for that luxury one, the massaging seats, heated steering wheels and stuff. Go get it and enjoy. And remember, feel free to subscribe, leave comments, feedbacks. You're always welcome. I'm a big boy. I can take the criticism as well. And I'll see you in the next video. We'll go on to talk about what else should we look for when we buy a used car. Thanks for watching.